It's gone very quiet, isn't it, folks? I'd just like to welcome you all here today, and it's been nearly 2 years since we had our last promotion. This time we reckon we have some good news for the Irish boxing fans. We have a good line-up, and I sent out the media have the whole coverage of the undercard, the whole lot. So we'll just, sorry Jerry. There you go. Stay up. You got one. Playing there, yeah. Yes. Yes. Hang on. There's no pictures. The boy says you can have them, there's no pictures on them. But we just, I'd like to thank all the media that have come here today, the Star, the Herald, the Mirror, the Sun, IrishBoxing.com, Green Jab and the Echo. We also have in the crowd, we have Charlie O'Connor, former TD for Tala, and a man who was very instrumental in getting us to where we are today, helping us out financially and mentally, and everything he could do was in Tala. And he's still there, which is Mr. John Noonan. Can we give a round of applause to John Noonan, please? John ran 2 or 3 shows with us, and the one show that the 2 shows that stuck out in everyone's mind was when Eddie fought Kevin O'Hara, and then Eddie fighting Oisin Fagan. And they were the 2 major shows that John was very instrumental in getting us to do. And that's the reason we are here today, it's because of those type of fights. Eddie's been inactive for 18 months. He's making his comeback fight on the 25th. So hopefully he will not be at super featherweight. But I think we if it's okay, we can get on to the program, and we can announce that we got a call a couple of weeks ago asking us by the WBF would we be interested in allowing Patrick Hyland to fight for the WBF World Featherweight title. Obviously our first reaction is to say yes, then you have to go back and think who's he going to be fighting, and is it worth their while, and is it an achievable goal. So we sat down, we talked to our people, and we've agreed that Patrick Hyland will fight on the 25th of June in the National Stadium for the WBF World Featherweight title. And his opponent is a guy called Philippe Fermois, who has 3 losses on his card. 1 for the IBF Featherweight Eliminator. The other one was a split decision he lost in the Ukraine for the European Featherweight title. So he can travel outside, and he can box and he can fight. He's French. I think everyone here that's involved in boxing knows the French can box. So he's a very durable and tough opponent. And the contracts only came back yesterday morning. And that's why we're having this press conference to announce Patrick Hyland will be fighting Philippe Fermois for the WBF World Featherweight title. As in the past, we've always tried to give value for money, which was to be the main attraction on the night, is now being the main supporting bout on the night. We have probably one of the biggest punchers at middleweight in Irish boxing. We have our reigning middleweight champion, Gary Spike O'Sullivan, and he's going to be getting challenged on the night by the hard and rugged Mr. Robert Long on my right hand side. And I think everyone here has seen both boys in action, and we know it'll probably steal the show, because it's one of them fights. Robbie's never in a dull fight, and I don't think Spike is. I think Anthony Fitzgerald can. Nice. So that's the main 2 or 3 times. So that's the main support belt. Then we have at super middleweight. On the end here with only 3 contests, Brendan Fitzpatrick, and he's stepping into the ring for an 8-round contest against Kieran Healy, who was the reigning Irish light heavyweight champion. So I mean, it's a big step up for Brendan, and fair play to him for taking this contest, which again I think will be a great contest. Also on the undercard we have super bantamweight Paulie Hyland. Paulie's going to be coming back after his defeat in Limerick to prove that he is more than what people seen in Limerick. He will win this week, this fight. We'll guarantee he will win. He's here to come back. He will contest. We reckon he will contest the European title in 2011. That's the plan. That's what we have in place for him. 2 contests, and then we will challenge whoever has the European title. Also, as I announced, Eddie, over 18 months out of the ring, will be back. And Eddie is doing 4 rounds to get him back on song. More than likely, Eddie probably be boxing at light middleweight, which is a big jump up from super featherweight. We're very confident, you see. That's what happens. Somebody told him where McDonald's was. Yeah. He's already rocket, sorry. So I'd say Eddie more than likely will be at light middleweight on the night. Right middle welterweight. The final undercard contest we have is our reigning cruiserweight champion, Ian Thames. And we all know Ian. He's been wrote off more times in amateur boxing, and we can vouch for that. Phil Silver can vouch for that. At senior level, he won't beat this fella, he won't beat that. I think he's had 3, 4 senior titles in the amateurs, and now he's the Irish cruiserweight champion in the profession. One thing we will note with all the fights here tonight are on the 25th. Every contest, both the world title, the Irish middleweight title, and all the other contests, every contest has an Irish champion in it. So every contest will have an Irish professional champion in the contest. Because we have the reigning middleweight champion, the reigning cruiserweight champion, featherweight champion, super featherweight champion, super bantamweight champion, and then we have Kieran Healy coming down, who's the light heavyweight champion. So all them contests will be engaged in an Irish